Oh, welcome everyone. Thank you guys for joining. I believe this is round 4 of the SSR race. We are about to start the race. On. And off they go. Okay, so far we've got Skommeltolly in the lead. Now with Goofster right behind him. Oh, I forgot this is qualifying. Oh wow, I forgot it was qualifying. Okay, so let's kick this. Gives us a bit of time to run through everyone that's in the pack here. Okay, so far we've got Skommeltolly and his purplish Formula Mazda. And then we've got Battered Zero with a bluish livery tonight. Giving everyone a bit of a gap so you can have a clear some clear space ahead of him. MD4 also here with his red Formula Mazda. Then we've got Goofster, light blue, dark blue color scheme, trying to lead the pack, get the fastest lap. Oh, it's actually black and pink number board. We've got Legit Speedster in the yellow Formula Mazda. Currently second, the timings. And we have Make My Day, the drivers here. Also in a blue livery on his Formula Mazda, number 99. Smart Wolf with a greyish livery. That is them that's racing tonight. Oh, we see some action there, guys. Almost drifting around the final corner. We're just going to change the data to lap who's got the fastest lap. The Gooser with a 109.6, Make My Day with a 1 minute 10, 9 second place. The Jet Speech with a 1 minute 10.8. MD4 with a 10.3. Then we've got Battered Zero with the 112. Skommeltolly so far the dirty lap looks like a 1 minute 10 as well. A 1 minute 10.026. That could put him second actually. Actually third if you can just get a clean lap in. I'm gonna jump on board with Skommeltolly. Let's see if he can put one clean lap in at least. He comes up to the final corner to start his final lap. Let's see what he can do. Gooster with the fastest lap, 109.6. Oh, he actually went faster now, 109.5. Skommeltolly still not having a clean lap. And we've got MD4 now in second place. Let's see what MD4 lap time was. 109.591. That is extremely close between first and second place. But the eyes are on Skommeltolly here. He needs to get a clean lap and get up there. And so far he's going to be dead last. Let's see what Skommeltolly can do. Oh, getting all the cones on the exit of that corner. He just needs to get a clean lap. That's all he needs to focus on. Around the second last corner. Oh, and we've got Goofsters backwards into the wall there. And we've got Skommeltolly drifting around the final corner again. Let's see what Skommeltolly can do for his final lap. Is it a clean lap? No, it's not. And he didn't. Oh, maybe he did. Let's see. Oh, yes, he did. He moved up to 5th place. And that means everyone is done with qualifying, I believe. Was it someone disconnecting? That is everyone done with qualifying. I want to check here the lap times. So Skommeltolly did a 1 minute 11.183. That was his clean lap. So in first place we have Goofster with a 109.545. Second place will be MD4 with a 109.591. That is extremely close between those two. Then in third will be Make My Day with a 1 minute 10.005. Let's see who's going to be fourth place. Will be Legit with a 1 minute 10.240. Then we've got Skommeltolly with a 1 minute 11.183. And then it's Battered Zero with a 1 minute 12.523. And in last position we've got Swartville with a 1 minute 12.640. 17 laps around the VIR. Virginia International Raceway. But it's just the south track. Let's see. Some interesting racing happening. As we wait for the load up. Jump on board with Skommeltolly as he starts the race in 5th place. And the race is underway. Let's see what Skommeltolly can do into the first corner. I'm going to jump on board with him. Oh, late on the brakes, already into 4th place. On the back of Make My Day. He's got Legit Space behind him. Oh, almost ran into the back of Make My Day. Very close between these guys. The Skommeltolly doesn't want Goofster to get ahead. Because if Goofster can smell the fresh air in front of him, he's just going to put foot down and he will open that gap. You guys can see it's very close. We've got Make My Day, and I'm going to jump on board with that battle. MD4 and Make My Day battling it out for 2nd place. And this is also giving Goofster that breathing space that he needs, that he wants. Let's see what Make My Day can do. Make My Day with a very wide line into the first corner. Oh, Make My Day running wide off track. And Skommeltolly passes him and Legit Space. that is unfortunate for Make My Day, going from third all the way down to fifth place. Well, this will give MD4 again a breathing space to catch up to Goofster in front of him. Those two were very close, and and we've got Make My Day and Legit Speed having contact. Swart Wolf very wide, almost eating all the cones. Make My Day is definitely struggling after going off track, and again he puts two wheels off track. He needs to get his head down, start focusing on lap times again, because he's losing a lot of time now. Still within catching distance of fourth place, which is a Legit Speed right now. And I'm going to jump to the battle at the front. Goofster and MD4 still very close to each other. Let's see if MD4 can surprise Goofster here with the overtake. A very difficult track to overtake. The track is very narrow and flowing as well, so it makes it very difficult to overtake. Normally you'll use hard braking corners as an overtake point, and there is not a lot of hard braking around this track. Best opportunity will be into the first corner, and then I believe into the last corner as well. Got Battered Zero in 7th place, coming into the first corner now. Wartwolf 9 up to 6th place. He's within catching distance of Make My Day and Legit Speed, having a battle. Almost looked like Swartwolf was gonna drift a bit there, but he would want Make My Day and Swartwolf and Legit Speed to battle it out so he can catch up to these two. As you guys can see, this is a very tight battle. Make My Day actually love tapping Legit Speed there in the final corner. As you guys can see, it's very difficult to get past here. Make My Day trying everything to get past Legit Speed. All over the back of him. At this stage, Skommeltolly is finding himself between no man's land now. He's got a good gap to the guys in front of him, and there's also a bit of a gap to the guys behind him. Let's see if Make My Day can make a move into this final corner here. Gonna jump on board. There's a way for Make My Day to get past. Make My Day had a very good exit out of the final corner. These cars are so evenly matched, it's very difficult to actually maneuver, overtake. And he goes for the overtake. Oh, he just manages to slow the car down in time. Bit of a love step from Legit Speed on him now. That is the kind of driving that Make My Day wants to do, and it was at a point that he needed to do that overtake to catch the guys in front of him. Now, as I said, Skomoltoli is finding himself between nowhere and somewhere in third place. He's definitely within striking distance from MD4, but he's got a bit of work to do before he can actually go for the overtake. There's still a bit of a gap between them, like 2 seconds. .3 seconds. Let's see if he can close that gap. Now, the gap between first and second is 3.5 seconds. So Goofster has definitely managed to get that gap going. He's in a nice rhythm now. The only thing that he would not want to happen is any small mistakes or anything that can cost him time. He's been in the lead of 2 races previously and had very bad luck with guys running across him in front of him and taking him out. So this is the one thing that he wants to avoid. Also silly mistakes, like putting a wheel on the grass, putting the car around or that. Well, the gap between Goofster and MD4 is now 5 seconds. And I believe MD4 has made a mistake because Skomoltoli is now right on the back of him. Let's see if Skomoltoli can get an overtake here. Oh, a bit of a love tap on the back of MD4 here. The Goofster with a fast lap of 109.044, I believe I saw on the screen. Still very close between these two. I'm gonna jump on board with Skomoltoli as he exits the final. Oh, he's actually into the pit. Oh, and there's some contact between him and Goofster. What's going on here again? Woohoo! This pit is not working. Okay, so off he goes again. So for now we've got MD4 actually leading the race, while Goofster and Skomoltoli has pitted. But Goofster is definitely fastest up at 109.044. MD4 is coming through to the final corner now. He's probably going to have to pit now. Only lap 8 and 9 that you can pit. And yes, he heads into the pits. Now it's about where does Skomoltoli come out. Skomoltoli exiting the final corner. Where is MD4? Just in front of him, but now Skomoltoli is already up to speed. Oh, the gap is just too big. Let's see if Skomoltoli can pressure MD4 into making a mistake. It's very close racing between these two so far. Bit of a lock up from MD4 as he heads up the hill. Skomultoli is trying to keep his lines as tight as possible as he comes for the overtake into the final corner. I'm going to jump with onboard cameras as they exit the final corner, but it looks like MD4 actually got the better drive out of that corner. Skomultoli definitely not close enough to go for the overtake of this lap around. Quickly run down and see if we can find someone else in the battle. Still we've got Goofster on his own at the front, increasing the gap lap by lap. It's now up to 7.5 seconds. We still have the battle for second place between MD4 and Skomultoli going all the way here. And we've got Make My Day in 4th place. He's got a bit of a gap over the Jet Spice that is in 5th place. Getting a bit of grass in the final corner. Heads over the line to start his 12th lap. We've got Swart Wolf in 6th place. Then Battered Zero in 7th place. Going up the final corner now. It seems that MD4 has started to focus again on where he's supposed to drive. London. It looks like he's got a bit of a gap between himself and 3rd place. Second place, currently championship standing. He has made a mistake. Way down 5th. Definitely huge mistake. Dropped a lot of time. Question is, did he get attention? Playing outside. 3 laps to go. That's definitely something not have hoped to. That is so unfortunate. Coming up to lap Battered Zero. Battered Zero trying everything to stay out of the way. But in some of these corners it's just very difficult to stay out of the way. Finally Skomultoli gets a chance to go through. Make My Day still, finding himself in 3rd after the Skomultoli's mistake. But Legit Speed's not too far behind him, like almost 2 seconds. We could still have a battle for 3rd place on the hands here. Goofster now with a 9-second lead over MD4. Make my day, definitely trying to run through the corners as smooth as possible. Almost running a bit wide. Going up to the final corner. 2 laps to go. Also just catching up to the back of the Jet here, and he is definitely not closing the gap. It looks like he's going to have to settle for 5th place. Going to jump on board Goofster as he's about to start his final lap in the next half a lap or so. Fastest lap of 1 minute 8.823, I believe I saw there. Very fast lap, considering the qualifying was only 109.5. The Goose is starting his final lap, and he's got a 11.3 second gap over MD4 at this stage. Very difficult infield section. Can't change direction in order to keep the car flowing through the turns. But Gunther now coming up to the final corner. He's about to win another race. If I'm correct, this is now 5 out of 7 races. Well done, Goofster. We've got MD4 coming around, across the line now in 2nd place. Well deserved, well driven. And then we've got Make My Day with a pulling up the handbrake around over the line, and legit Speech trying to do exactly the same, and then hitting the wall on the exit. And then we've got Komoltoli in 5th place. Komoltoli will definitely be disappointed. He was running close to 2nd place, and then he made a bit of a mistake and finding himself down in 5th place. And then we've got Swartwolf finishing in a 6th place, and then a Battered Zero that is still going around the track. Definitely, I have to say these guys definitely did a good job with the liveries on their cars. 41 year of Battered Zero. Comes up to the final corner now. Finish his final lap. Oh, it crosses the Oh, well done, guys. Now it's up to the next track. What excitement from Catalonia. We've got Gusta in first place, MD4 in second place. Oh, Gusta actually increased his best lap there. It's now 1 minute 8.734. It's almost a second faster than what he managed in qualifying. We've got Make My Day in third, Legit Speech in fourth. Formal Trolley unfortunate with his mistake, ending up in fifth place. Smartville in sixth and Battered Zero in seventh. Next track. There we go. Wait. Oh. I'm gonna take right now. Yeah, as you guys can see, we are back. Everyone is waiting to get on the way. I've got Yui that also joined in for the race now. 8 guys roaring to go around Catalonia in the Formula 4. Be on board with Make My Day. Was from 5th place. And off they go. Those are quite quick from the starting line. Camera into the first very long right, and oh, it was very close. The 3 side by side as Komotoli is now finding himself up to 4th place, and then we've got Oh, legit space on the grass as they come up to the chicane, yeah. Oh, and we've got Gommel, Tolly, and oh my word, that is very close. Almost taking out another person. Goofster. Oh, a bit of an incident there. Yui now already up to 5th place with Battered Zero in 6th place. But that was definitely almost a very huge incident between Legit Space and Make My Day here in 4th place. The Goofster now dropping down behind Legit Space here. Smart Wolf still leading the race for now. Almost running a bit wide there from Goofster. Let's see as he pushes to get past Legit Space. Legit Space drifting around the corner on the top of the hill. Getting up to the chicane now. And definitely Goofster's definitely got the better run out of the corners. And Make My Day now right on the back of them. We now finding himself in 8th place. Oh, Legit Space trying to go on the inside of Smart Wolf. So this is definitely getting very close between these four guys. And Legit Space pulls out of the slipstream. Smart Wolf still leading for now. How long can he keep Legit Space behind him? Legit looking up the inside of the first corner, getting the move done, putting himself between, or putting Swartwolf between himself and Goofster there. Goofster doesn't want to take too long to get past Swartwolf, but Swartwolf is holding his line perfectly, keeping the guys behind him. Coming through to the chicane now. Swartwolf still ahead of Goofster. Goofster now under attack from Make My Day. Oh, Goofster going for the lunge on the inside. Oh, Make My Day pushing Swartwolf a bit wide. Then slowing down for Swartwolf to get the position back again and almost handing the spot to MD4 here. And we've got someone drifting at the back. Was that MD4? We've got Skommeltolly now right behind MD4. Interesting racing so far. These three guys very close to each other. And so far, Legit Space is still managing to stay ahead of Goofster. Oh, Skommeltolly pushing way too hard, going off track. And so does Make My Day. And MD4, the next corner goes wide. Oh, this is disastrous from these three guys. Each one deciding on a corner to go very wide on. Make My Day finding himself back into 3rd place, and Swartwolf is just there. He's just waiting for these guys to make these silly mistakes. And we've got Goofster still on the back of Legit Space. Let's see what Space can do if he can manage to keep Goofster behind him. Goofster giving everything down the main straight. And still not managing to get past Legit Space. Oh, it's a very tight battle. And then we still also... Oh, wait, there was action there. As I moved over to the battle for third place, we still got Booster behind a legit piece coming up to the chicane here. Let's see what happens into the hairpin here. Still very close between these two. It's even closer for the guys behind them for third place. We've got Skommeltully here trying to get past Make My Day. Oh! Make My Day with a huge mistake. Putting him all the way. Where is he now? Oh, back to fourth place now. And under attack from MD4 now. Want to see what's happening at the front as well. We still got Legit Species the leader. Goofs are trying everything to get past. Well, Legit needs to try and see if he can slow down a Goofster so that Goofster can fall into the trap of Skommeltully and the rest of the guys. And Goofster's definitely having a hard time to get past Speece. Oh, and Speece runs wide. That will just open the door for Goofster to go past. And it's exactly what happened. So under pressure, he could not keep that position up. And that also allowed Skommeltully to just fly past him on the main straight. We've seen Legit Speece go from first to third in one corner basically, and now we've got Make My Day on the back of Legit Speece trying to get another position from him. Well, remember correctly that Make My Day also suffered a bit of speed wobble coming through this chicane here, as he went wide into the chicane. And oh, and Skommeltully off the track now. Oh my word, Skommeltully now from second to third place as Legit Species into the pits. Skommeltully now under pressure from MD4. MD4 unable to make the overtake stick. MD4 going for the lunge on the inside of Skommeltully. What an overtake. And Swartwolf is just waiting there for these two to make a mistake. What Skommeltully can do. Better exit from Skommeltully out of the chicane. This time not going off track. Getting into the slipstream of MD4. Pulling out, going for the overtake. Who's going to be bravest on the brakes? Skomoltoli MD4 side by side, both trying to be as late as possible on the brakes. But Skomoltoli the winner in that deal. Let's see if he can keep it on the road now. Oh, Skomoltoli braking very late, going wide, giving MD4 opportunity to get back at him. In between all this happening, we've got Make My Day and Goose at it. Make My Day going for the inside. Make My Day on the inside. Running a bit wide on the exit. Giving the spot back to Goofster. This is very close between these two. Best chance that Make My Day has to overtake Goofs the main straight. Let's see if he can get close enough again. Final couple of corners now coming up. Final chicane. Make My Day not close enough. Doesn't look like it. Definitely not close enough. Still in third place. Make My Day trying everything, running wide. Ooh, almost hitting the tires on the exit of the hairpin there. This is gonna help Goofs to break away again. Now Make My Day is gonna have Skomoltoli for company right behind him. As both Make My Day and Goofster goes into the pits. Skomoltoli still staying out. So the problem, Skomoltoli made one huge error that cost him a lot of time. I think he did not make that error. He would have been fighting for the lead and not fighting for second or third places. Let's see if he can bounce back. Coming through the lane now. The hairpin. Definitely been in the wars on the front end of on a Ford. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Did he hit the tire wall? I've got no idea what happened there. We just saw the end of it. And that gave MD4 the lead of the race, with them needing to go to pit still. So again, we've got Legit Spies and Goofster fighting it out here. time. I believe it's third place. Okay, so the guys in front of them are busy pitting now. I believe that would have been everyone then needed to pit. So where do these two come out? Well, with Skomoltoli making another mistake, he will not be too happy about that. And he's only exiting the pit now. And these three guys is gone already. But Legit Speech now still in lead here, with Goofster firmly in second, right behind him. Make My Day waiting for both of these to make a mistake so he can grab first place from them. The Goofster on the outside of this piece, then the inside, looking at the outside again. Trying to be as late on the brakes as possible. Legit Speed managing just hold of the lead for now. 0.3 of a second lead for Legit Speed over Goofster. Goofster better drive out of the chicane. Let's jump on board. Oh, Goofster running wide. That's going to open it up for Make My Day. No, Make My Day not close enough. I was about to jump on board with Goofster just before he ran wide. The 14 laps down. The Jet Speed just leading the race. We've got batted zero. Oh, who's this? Is this? Oh, Goofster losing it, dropping all the way down to 5th place. We've got batted zero in 8th place. Yui running around in 7th place. And Swartville currently 6th. He doesn't have too far behind him. I believe. Just hope we didn't lose anyone. Oh, Swartville out of the race. That is unfortunate. He was running in 6th place. Very good. Okay, so let's see. We've got Goofster now in 5th place after battling it out for the lead. I'm not sure what happened during that game that he did an actual 360 before he carried on racing again. So now he's finding himself in 5th place in the middle of a battle between Skomoltoli and D4. Just talking about that, Skomoltoli just went up the inside, but he can't make it stick. Coming through to the final chicane here. Skomoltoli with a better drive through the corner. Let's see what happens on the exit of the corner. Goofster's got a very good slingshot here. Skomoltoli gonna go for it. Skomoltoli, oh, very early on the brakes. Almost catching Goofster out here. Oh, that was very close. Goof finding himself in 5th place. But Legit is still in the lead of the race. with Make My Day in second place. Make My Day is not closing the gap between himself and that species. Looks more like species increasing the gap. It's now 1.6 seconds in them. Before now, in third place is probably not too far behind. Also, little booster for company. MD4 running the brakes very early there. Close the gap a bit. More chicane, yeah. MD4 was losing it. The final corner, that is going to hamper his exit speed. And that's going to give Skomoltsoli exactly the advantage that he needs. And Skomoltsoli does not need a second invitation. And as you guys can see, heading into the break. Ooh, MD4 was very late on the brakes. That's one thing that saved him his third place for now, is being on the brakes very late. Oh, Skomoltsoli running very close to the back of MD4. Into the chicane here. MD4 a bit sideways, and Skomoltsoli just with the best drive. Oh, both having a terrible slowdown into the hairpin, but this time Skomoltsoli has made the move and is now currently in third place. Now he needs to build up on a gap so that MD4 can't. Oh, and as I say, that's Skomoltsoli running wide into the chicane. Oh, this is drama. Oh, Skomoltsoli drifting. I'm trying to figure out where's Goofster in all this, because Goofster should have. Oh, I believe Goofster probably made another mistake. He will not be too happy with himself. Let's see. Legit, we still just managing the gap between himself and Make My Day. Showing legit speed with a 1 minute 17 or second lead, and we all know that is not true. Got Skomoltsoli up on the back of MD4, trying everything to get that third place. Skomoltsoli again with a very good exit up the hill through the chicane. Can he lunge it up the inside? They can't. Keeps his pace though through the corner, heading uphill again. Very close from Skomultuli and MD4 here. Gonna have the better drive to the final corner here. It looks like Skomultuli again has it. Gonna be late on the brakes. MD4 defending very well. Oh! That is unfortunate. Skomultuli slowing down for MD4 to go again. As you guys can see, these cars are very difficult to control. Again, Skomultuli with a very good exit. Trying the outside, trying the inside. Needs to do it through the first corner. He needs to be a bit late on the brakes. They can get full advantage. Also with a much better drive from the exit. Finding himself now in third place. Can make my day come back. MD4 come back. No, he can't. This could be the move that gets Skomultuli third position here if he doesn't make any further mistakes. But well driven from a legit Spies here, coming through to the hairpin now. This will give him a solid win for all his effort that he's gone through. Getting this car nailed down for the 2 tracks today. Coming up to the chicane. Keep it nice and smooth around the final corner. Don't lose it now. And Legit Spies comes across the line to win his first Formula Ford ORLSA SSR race, with Make My Day in second place, and then Skomultuli with that last lap overtake takes third place from MD4. It finishes in fourth. But Yui in fifth place. Hoofster will be disappointed. He was battling it out for the lead, lost the car twice, and ending up in sixth place. We've got Battered Zero coming. I think he still needs to do another lap after this. Yes, he does. And then we've got Swartvold that unfortunately DC'd from the race. Battered Zero with a very nice green livery. Going through the chicane on the top of the hill. Do the hairpin here. Uphill. Coming through the chicane now. At 0. Coming through the final right-hander up to the main straight and crosses the line in 7th place. Well done for everyone. Bit of a tough one. Some good battles. Race results here. It's finally getting the month. Fantastic race win. Make my day in second. Giving it's all the time to think about when he's going to overtake him. And then we've got Squammel Tolly leaving it up to the last lap to overtake him. Third place. Huey Mini and all the 5th. Hoofster will be highly disappointed. Betting the stages and under 6. We've got Battered in 7th, Martville 8th place with C game. Oh guys, that was very interesting racing once again tonight. These guys do it every second week, every second. They just surprise me with close racing with lots of battles. Listen, you guys, for myself, man, ORLSA, enjoy the rest of you guys' winning. Cheers, guys.